Hi there and welcome into Whitten Field as we get ready for Sophomore Day here between College of the Canyons and Bakersfield on a Thursday afternoon in Santa Clarita. Final regular season home game here on the Cougar Sports Network for the softball program as COC just getting ready for the playoffs, really. Both these teams, Bakersfield and College of the Canyons, should securely be in the 3C2A state playoffs. Bakersfield right now ranked 12th in the state and 7th in Southern California. The Cougars 17th in the state and 9th in SoCal. Both kind of locked into their spots in the Western States Conference South for COC. They will finish third this year regardless of the outcome of this game. 12-5 in conference play this season, 23-14 overall. For Bakersfield, the best they can do is a split with Antelope Valley if they win today. Right now they're 14-3 in conference play, a half game back of Antelope Valley, trying to get to 26-13 on the year. For the Renegades and Casey Goodman, the lineup will look like this today. Shelby Valencia will lead things off and play shortstop. Then Camille Chavez, the center fielder, in the 2 spot. Caden Smith, the DP, in the 3 spot. Followed by Riley Price in the 4 spot. You can stick Annika Romo in the 5 spot playing third base. Stephanie K batting 6, doing the catching. Meredith Boschers playing right field and batting 7. Playing right field, batting 7th. Elena Ruiz, the second baseman, batting 8th. And Brianna Marquez, the left fielder, in the 9 spot with Riley Harrison in the flex and in the circle. As they will face Valerie Ramirez, getting her very first start as a COC pitcher here today. She's starting on Sophomore Day, one of the 9 sophomores out on the field to start for COC, as she will face Valencia to lead things off. So no numbers on Valerie Ramirez, and we really kind of don't know what she's going to produce in the circle, as we've never seen her. She's usually somewhere on the infield as the first pitch misses down, and we are underway. Valencia this year, a .385 hitter, 37 starts in 37 games, 52 hits, 13 doubles, 8 home runs, 36 runs batted in. As Ramirez floats one away, and it's 2 balls and no strikes with Valencia at the dish. Sophomore out of Liberty High School in Bakersfield. There's an OBP of .417 this year. She only struck out twice on the year, so she's a tough out at the plate in terms of the strikeout game. She takes that pitch down, and Ramirez 3 straight balls to open up. Kind of a little bit to be expected when you think about it in terms of COC, starting with Valerie Ramirez, trying to go with the sophomores, giving Allie Melgar, who's been their ace in the circle for the last 2 years, a little bit of a break today as Valencia works a leadoff walk. Leadoff runner aboard here for Bakersfield, as Camille Chavez will come back to the plate. Chavez, .327 on the year. 35 hits, 9 of them doubles, 4 triples, a home run, and 13 runs batted in. Ramirez is yet to find the strike zone on 5 pitches as that one misses up. Gotta wonder when the last time Valerie Ramirez pitched. Interesting little run. Obviously has some sort of experience, otherwise John Wismath wouldn't have trotted her out there, but has not pitched for COC. Likely a couple of years ago at St. Genevieve High School last time she pitched, as she finds the strike zone that time as Chavez trying to bunt the runner to second base, fouls it away, and it's 1-1. Chavez, another Bakersfield native, playing for the Renegades. Got a few of them on the roster. So they don't really need to go outside the Bakersfield area, as that one hits Chavez off a bounce, and Chavez will get first base. So it'll be runners on first and second. So that'll bring Caden Smith to the plate. Went over for a called strike. Smith this year batting .398 at the dish. 43 hits, 5 doubles, 7 home runs. 16th most home runs in the state of California. And she stands way forward in the right-handed batter's box. Fouls this one up the third base line. And it'll make the count 1-2. Smith, a very adept hitter. 20 walks this season, just 8 strikeouts. She's top 25 in the state in walks. Only has 22 runs batted in, though. Despite the fact that she's hitting almost 400 on the year. And has done a really good job getting the ball in play as this one fouled away. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Smith. That one bounces in the dirt. Good block behind the dish by Mackenzie Gardette. That'll give us a chance to set the defense. Sabrina Engelbrecht at first, Alyssa Silva at second, Memory Munoz at short, Ali Melgar starting at third, Brianne Tollin left, Ashlyn Heck in center, Julia Fuentes in right, with Gardette behind the dish, working with Ramirez as the battery. As this is sophomore day for COC, as Smith fouls this one away. Smith, 5'10" sophomore out of Bakersfield Christian High School. He's done a lot of work in the circle this year. He's appeared in 13 games as a pitcher. So it's a 2-2 count here to Smith. Valencia after a leadoff walk at first. Chavez after being hit by Valencia after a leadoff walk at second. Chavez after being hit by a pitch at first. And Ramirez in danger of walking the bases loaded here as it's a 3-2 count to Caden Smith, being very careful with her. As Riley Price waits in the on-deck circle for Bakersfield. 3-2, bounces and hits Smith. So back-to-back hit batters. Bakersfield, the bases loaded here in the first without getting a hit. And we'll bring Riley Price to the plate. Price, .319 hitter this year, 6 home runs, 33 runs batted in. That pitch misses up. Talked about Smith being top 20 in the state in home runs. Price with 22, or with 6, is 22nd in the state. She's had 4 home runs in conference. And she's way ahead here, 2 balls and no strikes. Good pitch by Ramirez that time, over for a strike. That one gets away from Gardette. Valencia gonna come home. And just like that, Bakersfield on the board without a hit so far in the first inning. And they'll put runners on second and third as Valencia comes to score. That one fouled away. So full count now here to Price as she drives this one on the ground. A soft ground ball picked up by Munoz, thrown to first for the first out here the first inning. And more importantly for COC, the runners hold in their positions. So Valencia scores on what was scored a wild pitch. Puts Annika Romo at the plate. 342 hitter on the year. 9 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, 31 runs batted in. She's third on the team in RBIs this season, behind Shelby Valencia and Riley Price. She lines this one to left center field. That one's going to get back to the wall. 2 runs are going to score easily. On to second base is Romo. She's in with a stand-up double. And Bakersfield with an early 3-0 lead with just 1 away here in the first inning. So Romo a 2 RBI double on a 1-hopper to the left center field wall. That'll get us to Stephanie Kay. 282 hitter on the year in Kay. Does have a home run, 21 runs batted in. For Romo now, you can tick her up to 33. And when you look down, she'll even herself up in terms of RBIs with Riley Price. And now a discussion. The home plate umpire is going to go over to John Wismath, the COC head coach. So it was an illegal pitch, but since it was down in the dirt, that one over for a strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike, 1 away here in the first. 3-0 Bakersfield if you're just tuning in. Valerie Ramirez in the circle walked Shelby Valencia to start things off, then hit Camille Chavez and Caden Smith, got Riley Price to roll over, but then Annika Romo doubled home a couple. Valencia did come in to score on a wild pitch as it makes the count 3-1. That one misses up. Second walk issued, a 1-out walk to Stephanie Kay. Meredith Boschers will come to the plate. Boschers batting .231 on the year. Only her 4th start of the season. She chops this one towards third. Melgar will step on third, tries to throw to first in time for a double play. 5-3, you can score it. And so all things considered for Valerie Ramirez in her first opportunity as a start, she gives up 3 runs after walking 2, hitting 2. Gave up a double to Annika Romo, but she'll take it. 3 runs on a hit. 1 left on. Half inning in the books. COC coming to the plate. So for the Cougars, the lineup will stack out like this for John Wismath here on sophomore day. Ashlyn Heck will lead off in center field. Alyssa Silva, the second baseman in the 2 spot. Julia Fuentes batting third, playing right. Followed by Allie Melgar, who's headed to UCLA in the fall. That was just announced before the game. She will bat in the cleanup spot, followed by Valerie Ramirez in the 5 spot. Then Brianne Tall batting 6th. Sabrina Engelbrecht, the third baseman, batting 7th. Mackenzie Gardette batting 8th. And Memory Munoz on a straight 9. they will face Riley Harrison getting the start for Bakersfield today. Harrison in 34 appearances. This will be her 31st start of the year. She's gone the full amount 24 times. She's 20-7 on the season with a 2.45 ERA and 199 2/3 innings pitched. She's given up 224 hits, but just 86 runs and 70 earned. 106 strikeouts to just 42 walks. As opposing hitters hitting just 279 against her, as Ashlyn Heck will step in to start things off for COC. Heck hitting .304 on the year with 5 doubles and 6 triples. Working off the left-hand side of the plate against Harrison, whose changeup freezes Heck.
Play number 13, Ashlyn Heck.
You got it, Ash.
As that one floats up and away. Harrison started both games against Canyons in the doubleheader on the 18th. Was 1-0, went all 14 innings in the doubleheader. Won the first game 3-2, lost game 2, 6-5. As Heck chops this one up the middle, that'll get through for a base hit. So leadoff runner aboard for COC. On a ground ball with highs from Ashlyn Heck that gets down through the middle. And the Cougars with the runner aboard for Alyssa Silva. Silva, 351 this season. 7 doubles, a triple, a home run, and 19 runs batted in. So we'll keep an eye on COC on the bases. They like to run a lot. The Cougars have tried to steal 108 bases this season. They've been successful 91 times, only caught 17, which is the most in the state, but considering you've run 108 times, that's not a bad percentage. 6th best in the state in stolen bases this year. Silva pops this one up in foul ground. Playable, and the catch is made by Romo just in front of the Bakersfield dugout, just off your screen. As there's one away here in the first inning as Silva pops out. That'll bring us Julia Fuentes. Fuentes, 355 this year with 6 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, and 32 runs batted in. Has been the steadiest hitter in the lineup for COC this year. Really how she goes is how the Cougars go. As she lines this one past the third baseman, Price for a base hit into the corner. Heck is going to score from first base after the ball got by Marquez in left. And Fuentes into third with a stand-up RBI triple, and the Cougars are on the board here in the first themselves. So an RBI hit for Fuentes as she curls it just inside the third base bag. As here's Ali Melgar, batting .327 on the year. As we said, on her way to UCLA, 3 home runs, 29 runs batted in. She's been really good at the plate, really good in the circles. That one a foul ball.
That was fair. Come on, Blue, that was fair, man.
So Melgar just hits that one foul. Now she lifts this one into right field, and the play is made by the right fielder, but tagging from third is Fuentes, so it's a sacrifice fly ball for Ali Melgar, and the Cougars back within 1 with a couple of runs here in the first inning to make it 3-2.
play number 20, Valerie Ramirez.
So here comes Valerie Ramirez, 300 hitter on the year. Get a start in the circle today, and starting in the 5 spot in the lineup for John Wismath. Takes that one down. Val's had a pretty good year, all things considered. 7 extra base hits, 3 doubles, 4 triples, 18 runs batted in. It's her 26th start of the year. Missed a little bit of time mid part of the year, but has come back in, and she's way ahead here against Riley Harrison. Defensively for Bakersfield, Romo at first, Ruiz at second, Valencia at third, Valencia at short, Price at third, Marquez in left, Chavez in center, Boscher's in right with Kay behind the dishes. It's a 4-pitch walk to Valerie Ramirez, and the Cougars with a 2-out base runner here for Brianne Tall.
Now batting number 18, Brianne Tall.
Tall missed a little bit of time in the middle part of the year, batting just 196. It's kind of been a rough sophomore year for her. So this one fouled away. Just her 16th start of the year. She's only got 9 hits and 46 at-bats. So this one chopped towards third. Price grabs it on the big hop and fires it to first. The Cougars get a pair, though, in the first inning. On a couple of hits. Nobody left, or one left on. We head to the second inning. 3-2 in favor of Bakersfield. College of the Canyons wants you to get ready, reset, and go when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougar Athletics programs offer a great college experience. Get ready, reset, and go at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now. Ruiz, Marquez, and Valencia set to hit against Valerie Ramirez here in the second inning. So the Cougars chasing a run, but got 2 back after giving up 3 in the first. So Elena Ruiz to lead things off. .293 hitter on the year is Ruiz. It's her 38th start of the year and what is Bakersfield's 39th game of the season. Good pitch from Ramirez for a called strike, makes it 1-1. Final game of the year for both these teams. As we said, the Western States Conference East standings pretty locked. Cougars will finish in third, regardless of the outcome today. Bakersfield will finish at worst in second. At best, we tied for first, but since they lost 2 games to Antelope Valley in their 3-game series this year, the Marauders will be the #1 team out of the Western States Conference East when it comes to playoff time, although the standings right now, or the rankings we should say, in the state, kind of awkward. Antelope Valley gets into the top 25 for the first time this year in the latest rankings that came out yesterday. 26-14 this season are the Marauders. They had a pretty solid year as a leadoff walk issued, third walk of the day issued by Valerie Ramirez. And it'll be Brianna Marquez stepping in. Marquez, 266 hitter. So we're talking about the conference or the state rankings. Is Marquez going to bunt? Ramirez, who's an infielder by trade, scoops and fires. Nearly caught Engelbrecht off guard, but got her out. It's a sacrifice bunt. And Marquez moves Ruiz up to second base. So one away, and here comes Shelby Valencia. Walked in the first, scored on a wild pitch. Steps back in. You're saying Antelope Valley breaks the top 20 for the first time this year. She's 19, or they're 19th now at 26-14. They're still behind Bakersfield and Canyons in the state ranking. Is that one lined to left field? It's going to hop over the head of Julia Fuentes and get out towards the wall. Run will score. Valencia trying for third. They're going to try and send her. Instead, they'll hold her up as the Cougars get the ball back in. But Valencia all the way around to third on a base hit on a ball that bounced over the top of the head of Julia Fuentes off the turf. She was charging on the soft line drive, and it gets by her. We'll see what they score it, but nonetheless, Bakersfield with a RBI hit from Shelby Valencia. And they have the lead back to 2 now at 4-2. Squeeze bunt here for Bakersfield. They're going to get the run across. All Ramirez can do is fire to first, and she gets Chavez as Valencia comes in to score. But the squeeze works for Bakersfield, and they've pushed the lead to 5-2. So now we go back to Smith, who was hit by a pitch and scored in the first. From Marquez, or for Valencia, scored a triple. So an RBI triple for her. Smith nearly gets hit again on a bouncing ball. This one chopped towards third. Melgar catches and fires, and that'll end the inning. Bakersfield gets 2 back, though. It's a 5-2 lead as we head to the home half of the second inning here from Whitten Field.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Now batter number 21, Sabrina Engelbrecht.
So Brennan Engelbrecht here leading things off for COC. Engelbrecht 308 this year. He's had limited opportunities, but in her 18 games played, 8 hits and 26 at bats. She chops this one foul. She'll battle here on a 1-ball, 2-strike count. So it'll be Engelbrecht, Garnett, and Munoz to hit here for COC. Facing Riley Harrison, who's once again got a 3-run lead. Bakersfield 3 in the first, 2 in the second. So this one popped up on the infield, playable for Romo, who makes the play. One away. One down from Mackenzie Garnett. 235 hitter this season, just her 3rd start of the year.
Now down to number 19, Mackenzie Garnett.
But again, going with sophomore day, so the sophomore starting 9 for COC. Good change up from Harrison in for a strike. Two-two count here to Garnett. Harrison's pitch fouled away off to the left. So Garnett in a battle here with Harrison. Fouled a couple away. That one gets through the legs of Kay, but
hide it from the fans.
this one hit towards third, but a foul ball. So we'll do it again on 3 and 2. 3-2, one away here in the second. Battle between Garnett and Harrison here. This one lifted down the line and left. Coming is Marquez, but she's not going to be able to make the play, but it's a foul ball, so we'll come back and we'll do it again as the battle continues. Gardette able to win the battle, works a walk. So the Cougars a one-out base runner here in the second inning. Second walk issued by Harrison. And because Memory Munoz to the plate. Munoz, 217 hitter this season, 36 starts on the year. Just 10 hits. And only 46 at-bats as she's been in the flex most of the year. Has been the everyday starting shortstop. She waves at a pitch up in the zone, and it's no balls and 2 strikes with 1 away. Gardette at first, not likely to move. McKenzie has just 1 stolen base attempt and was successful. As Munoz down on 3 pitches. First strikeout of the day for Harrison. It's 2 away, and we go back to Ashlyn Heck, who led the game off for COC with a single, scored a run in the first. Hits here in the second with 2 away, and Gardette at first base. Heck lines this one towards deep left field off the top of the wall. Gardette gonna try and score from first. Heck into second. She'll try and go to third on the throw and does as Gardette scores on the errant relay throw. And the Cougars get one back on a ball that was inches away from leaving on an opposite field shot from Ashlyn Heck as she drives a run home. So an RBI double for Heck as she advances to third on the throw to the plate to try and get Gardette. And it'll bring us Alyssa Silva, who popped out to first. But the Cougars get one back. Silva lines this one to left. That'll bring Heck home. Back-to-back hits with for COC with 2 away. And once again, the Cougars got 2 back in the bottom half and trail by a run. The offenses have come to play.
How about him, right fielder, number 8.
Julia Fuentes had the triple down the left field line on a ball that curled inside the third base bag and got into the corner. The field does slant towards that left field corner a little bit. So with 2 away and Silva at first. Fuentes hitting. Silva in motion. The throw to second base, not in time. Silva has a stolen base, 92nd steal of the year by COC. For Silva, her 14th stolen base in as many attempts. There's 1-on-1 here to Fuentes. That one down. It's a pretty solid throw from Kay. Maybe floated a little bit, and that allowed Silva to get in under the tag of Ruiz. The tying run at second base for, by all accounts, your best hitter this season in Julia Fuentes. Count even at 2-2. This one fouled off the third base dugout to John Wismath, who makes the play and gets it back in, and we'll stay at 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, two away with a runner at second base. In a 5-4 Bakersfield led ball game. Each team scoring in both their first two at-bats. As Fuentes fights it off, able to just hook it foul out of play. On what was another really good changeup from Harrison, who's mixed that in pretty well today. 2-2 pitch, line to left field. That'll get down for a base hit. Silva's going to try and score. Marquez throws, not going to be in time as it's cut off. The throw to second base, not in time. And the Cougars have tied the game at 2 with a 2-out rally here in the second. Sorry, tied the game at 5 with a 2-out rally here in the second. After 3 hits in a row by Heck, Silva, and Fuentes to bring home runs. Brings us back to Ali Melgar, who had a sacrifice fly ball back in the first. With a run out there trying to give their Cougars their first lead of the ball game. 3 across in the inning for COC. As Melgar takes that pitch up in the zone. So he said Ali going to UCLA in the fall. 327 hitter this year with 3 home runs and 29 runs batted in. Has been so good in the circle as well. As this one chopped towards short. Backing up and picking it up is Valencia. She'll fire to first in plenty of time. So the teams kind of trade scripts. Bakersfield 3 in the first, 2 in the second. The Cougars 2 in the first, 3 in the second. And we are tied at 5 going to the third here from Whitten Field.
At Jersey Mike's, we think no sub should be measured in inches long or seconds till served. A sub should be measured in moments. Time with friends. Lunch breaks unbroken. Every sub is a chance to be great. Every sub should ask the question, am I a sub or am I a sub above? Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
So we were waiting to see when changes might happen for John Wismath, and now that it's a tie game at 5, we reset essentially here in the third inning. Sophomore day has been taken care of, and we'll move on here as Mackenzie Gardette gonna come off the defensive alignment. Valerie Ramirez gonna move from the circle to behind the dish. Lexi Angulo, who's been the solid number 2 for COC this year, comes in to take over in the third. Angulo 7-3 with a 3.36 ERA and 20 appearances. Has 2 shutouts, 91 2/3 innings pitches, walked 26 and struck out 40. And she will face Price Romo. So all things considered for Valerie Ramirez, goes 2. Gives up 5 runs, but only 2 hits. She got herself into trouble with walks, though. She walked 3, hit 2, and struck out nobody. As now Angulo takes it over in the circle. She'll face Price, Romo, and Kay. Price 0 for 1. The first pitch from Angulo over for a strike, and we are underway here in the third. So he said Lexi, 26 walks, 40 strikeouts. Has given up 6 home runs. Opposing hitters hitting just 282 against her on the year. 10 complete games this year for Angulo as a starter. Her 16 starts. So we reset the game, basically started at scratch 0-0 as now the Cougars go with a traditional pitcher in the circle in Angulo. As this one softly lined towards Munoz at short, she'll make the catch. 1 away here in the third. One down for Annika Romo, doubled home a couple of runs in the first. was cut down on a 5-3 on a 5-3 double play to end the first inning. For the Cougars, that was their 14th double play of the year. They had turned 13 coming in, which is 13th best in the state. For Bakersfield, it's the 13th double play they've grounded into. Which is the 15th most in the state this year. Two balls and one strike, the count here to Romo. Good pitch from Angulo, a fastball that pops the glove of Ramirez right where she had it. Gets it to a 2-2 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This one lined foul, so we'll stay at 2-2. This one hit in the air towards left, playable for Tall, who will make the catch. 2 away. So here's Stephanie Kay, walked back in the first. Gets with 2 away here in the third. That one misses just inside. Pretty good looking pitch from Angulo that time.
This guy is something else.
Change up from Angulo that time, fouled away to the left. So she's got her at 1-2. This one popped up, straight up. Ramirez looking for it, just couldn't come away with it. It maybe just didn't get high enough for her to be able to make the play. She got a glove on it, just popped out of her glove. So we'll do it again at 1-2. Good 2-2 pitch. Rises through the zone. Strike 3 swinging for strikeout for Angulo. We head to the home half of the third in a 5-all ball game here from Whitten Field.
Our sports medicine program here at College of the Canyons is meant to introduce students who are interested in some type of career in sports medicine. Most of my students are interested in careers as an athletic trainer, physical therapist, or orthopedic surgeon. So when they're done with our program, they will have their Associates of Science. Do you love sports? And do you take satisfaction from seeing someone go from injury all the way back to the sport that they love? Then this is a program you should definitely consider.
Ramirez, Tall, Engelbrecht to hit here for COC in the third. Val walked in the first. Of course, started the game in the circle as she hits this one in the air to right field. Playable for the right fielder, Boschers, who will come in charging to make the catch. On the run near the foul line, one away. This one down, Brienne Tall, grounded to third to end the first inning, steps in. This one chopped towards third, and it's just foul. So 2-2 here to Brienne Tall. So that's called strike 3 on the outside corner. So 2 down. Second strikeout of the game for Riley Harrison. We go to Engelbrecht, who chops the first pitch back to the mound. Harrison had some trouble picking it up, but is going to get Engelbrecht by a half a step at first base. And so a 1-2-3 inning for Harrison here in the third. We go to the fourth in a 5-5 ball game here from Whitten Field.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Boschers, Ruiz, Marquez to hit here for Bakersfield in the fourth. We're in the fourth, not the fifth. It is a 5-5 ball game, though. Boschers 0 for 1, grounded into an inning-ending double play in the first. First 2 innings, 3 for Bakersfield in the first, 2 in the second for them. Good off-speed pitch by Angulo. Gets the count to 1-1. The Cougars flipped it the other way. 2 in the first, 3 in the second, and then 1, 2, 3 innings for both pitchers in the third. Angulo working her second inning since taking over for Valerie Ramirez after she pitched the first 2 and then moved behind the plate. 1-1 misses down. So 2 balls and 1 strike count here to the leadoff hitter in the fourth inning in Meredith Boschers. That one over for a strike, makes it 2-2. This one lifted in the air towards right center field. That's going to get down and get back to the wall. Boschers headed to second base. She'll stay there with a stand-up double to lead things off here in the fourth inning for Bakersfield. The Renegades with something cooking as the 7-hitter starts with a leadoff double to right center field. Here's Ruiz, who walked and scored in the second. She hits this one to right. That'll get down for a base hit. As Ruiz, who runs pretty well, able to do the job, get the runner to third, and get a single in the process. Charging was Fuentes and Wright trying to throw her out, but was a half step late. So runners on the corners for Brianna Marquez, who had a sacrifice bunt back in the second inning. Nobody out, and Bakersfield threatening here in the fourth. Bakersfield doesn't run a lot. Just 22 stolen bases for this year. Ruiz has 3 of them. The Cougars have only caught 5 runners stealing on 41 attempts against. So this time bunting is Marquez. Misses on the bunt. It's a called strike. 1-1 the count. So Angulo way behind. 3 balls and 1 strike here to Marquez. At the bottom of the order, proving to create some trouble here for Angulo. Leadoff double from Boschers, and then a single from Ruiz to right. Both opposite field hits. That one called strike 2 and brings Marquez back to the plate. Instead, it's a walk. So the base is now loaded here for Bakersfield. A double, a single, a walk. And Shelby Valencia, who's got 36 runs batted in on the year to lead the Renegades, steps in with a chance to try and do some damage and give Bakersfield the lead once again. They've led twice today, 3-0 and 5-2. Well, 3-0, 3-2, and 5-2. So technically it's been all just part of one lead. Gulo kind of struggling through her second inning here. Valencia 1 for 1 with a triple, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. This one chopped towards short. Munoz can't pick it up cleanly, but gets a runner at third. But the go-ahead run comes to the plate for Bakersfield. They take a 6-5 lead. Although Munoz can't pick it up cleanly on the first ball, does get a lead runner in Ruiz, and it puts runners at first and second. Camille Chavez, doesn't have a qualified at bat actually today. Had a sacrifice bunt on a squeeze play for an RBI in the second inning, and was hit by a pitch and scored in the first. She swings and lifts this one to deep center field. That ball is gone. Nothing that Ashlyn Heck could do but turn around and watch it leave. A 3-run shot for Chavez. And Bakersfield has pushed the lead to 9-5 here in the fourth inning. Second home run of the year for Chavez. It's a 3-run shot. And Bakersfield with 4 in the fourth so far is Caden Smith, who's 0 for 1, will stand and wait as the Cougar infield going to talk about it after Angulo gives up the 3-run home run to deep center field. Not much that Ashlyn Heck could do on that one as the ball just took off. Heck gave it a chase, but couldn't do much but look and watch it leave. So Chavez, her second home run of the year. 17 RBIs for her now on the season. Sorry, 16, scratch that. No, 17, she's got 4 RBIs today. Only game on the schedule here today in the 3C2A. Nobody else playing on this Thursday. This is, of course, a game that was part of a group of makeup games due to some uncharacteristic rain we had here in Southern California. And this is actually the last game of the year on the regular season schedule, as the playoffs will start next Friday, so a week from tomorrow. Or sorry, next Tuesday. That one called for a strike. Right now, the way it sits, at least according to the 3C2A website, Ventura, Santa Barbara, Riverside, El Camino all have a playing game listed. That just could be them listing games. This one chopped towards short, and that's going to be an infield hit. Melgar and Munoz both going after it. Neither could get there. And it's a 1-out single here in the fourth for Smith. And Riley Price, who's 0 for 2, comes in. Nothing in 2 here to Price. Caden Smith does have a couple of stolen bases this year, but again, a Bakersfield team that doesn't run a lot. Just 22 stolen bases as a group this season. 2-2 count here, Price. Price able to work back from an 0-2 count to a walk.
Stay hot, huh? Attack it. Attack 21. You got one. Hey.
First walk issued by Angulo. Now here's Romo, who had a double in the first that brought home a pair, 1 for 2. Romo, first pitch swinging, pops it up. Back of the second base bag. Alyssa Silva will make the catch for the second out here of the 4th inning. So 2 down, and Stephanie Kay, who walked and struck out, comes to the plate. Good pitch to get back into the count by Angulo. Behind in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike now. One misses away, and so Kay way ahead now. 9th batter to the plate for Bakersfield. Now we'll get to a full count, so payoff pitch upcoming, and the runners will get a chance to get a head start. 3-2-2 away. 4 across in the 4th for Bakersfield, a 9-5 lead. Gulo's 3-2 delivery to Kay, fouled away. Started off with a Boschers double. Then a Ruiz single, a Marquez walk, a fielder's choice from Valencia, and then a 3-run home run from Chavez. As this ball lifted to left field, Tall initially started in, but then backs up, makes the catch, that'll in the inning. 9 get around, 4 get in. 9-5 lead for Bakersfield, home half of the fourth upcoming.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
Nine for seven.
So the Cougars going to have Gigi Garcia hit. In the spot of what was Mackenzie Garnett and turned into Lexi Angulo. Garcia 281 on the year. Freshman out of John Burroughs High School. 27 hits, 6 doubles, 3 triples, and 12 RBIs as she pops this one up into shallow right center field. Chavez scoots over and makes the catch, one away. One away for Memory Munoz. Struck out in her first at bat. Munoz showing bunt. It's going to roll foul. Fouls that one off to the right. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harrison working here into the fourth. Called strike 3. Give Harrison 3 strikeouts on the day. 2 away, and here comes Ashlyn Heck, who's 2 for 2 with a single and a double, 2 runs scored and an RBI. Heck, first pitch swinging, a ground ball towards short. Valencia on one, hot, fires, but over the head of Romo at first base. So the Cougars do get a 2-out base runner here. E6. th error of the year for Valencia. And it gets us to Alyssa Silva, who singled, drove home a run, stole a base, and scored back in the second, 1 for 2. This one hit down the line and right, twisting and will land foul. As Boscher's given chase, couldn't come up with it. Fouled away, we'll do it again. Heck was in motion. Heck hasn't run a lot this year, but successful on all 10 of her stolen base attempts. Remember, the Cougars usually extremely aggressive. Heck in motion this time, throw down to second base. Gonna be in time to get a headfirst diving Heck. And so that'll in the end, the Cougars don't get anything going. We go to the 5th, it's still a 4-run ball game. Third pitching change of the game for COC, and this one probably will stick till the end in a 9-5 ball game. It'll be Allie Melgar taking over. Allie, the conference pitcher of the year last year in the Western States Conference South. This year in 21 starts is 15-11. This will be your 28th appearance of the year. A 2.42 ERA, 144 hits, 74 runs, 51 against earned, 42 walks, 72 strikeouts, but opposing hitters hitting just 242 against her on the year. She'll face Boschers, Ruiz, and Marquez, the bottom of the order to start things off here in the 5th inning for Bakersfield. So John Wismath asking his ace to come in and keep it a 4-run ball game in the 5th. First pitch in for a strike. You can kind of see the different pace from Melgar compared to both Valerie Ramirez and Lexi Angulo. Gigi Garcia was missing the wrist brace, so she's going to go grab it. And
Zero balls, 1 strike. Play.
another called strike, this time on the outside corner, and Melgar way ahead, 0-2. Bosher's 1 for 2. Doubled and grounded into an inning-ending double play. Oh, 2 misses just away. Looked like a pretty good pitch. One, 2 gets away from Garcia to the screen on a checked swing. So even to 2 and 2. Three-two chop back towards Melgar, and she'll fire it over to Engelbrecht at first. One away. Defensively for COC right now, Ramirez playing her 3rd position of the ball game, going to 3rd. And Gigi Garcia now behind the dish. Well, down here's Ruiz, 1 for 1. Singled. Was cut down at 3rd, walked, and scored. First pitch from Melgar in for a strike. This one fouled away by Ruiz, makes it 2 and 2. That one swung on and missed, got away from Garcia, but the play completed over at first base for the 2nd out here of the 5th inning. First strikeout for Melgar. So 2 down, and Marquez, who walked and sacrificed, doesn't have a qualified at bat today, has come around to score. This one fouled away. Nothing in two here to Marquez. Called strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So we'll go to the bottom half of the 5th. Melgar a 1-2-3 inning with a pair of strikeouts. And a soft chopper back to the mound. Cougars coming up when we come back.
The future is yours. So let College of the Canyons help you get ready, reset, and go for it. Get ready for transfer, the workforce, or take your skills to the next level. Reset your career and get back to work quickly. Go to college for $46 per unit, 0 textbook cost class options, and apply for your share of financial aid. With convenient class times, flexible on-campus or online options, and free tutoring, the future is yours at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule.
Silva, Fuentes, Melgar to face Harrison in the 5th. COC chasing 4. Silva left at the plate in the 4th after Heck was caught stealing. This one on the ground towards short. Valencia scoops, fires in one motion, one away. College. So one down for Julia Fuentes, 2 for 2 today. Triple, single, run scored, run batted in. Cougars need base runners, trailing by 4 in the 5th, so we're running out of a little bit of time here. Trying to close their season out with a win on Sophomore Day. Two balls and no strikes here to Fuentes. Way ahead here against Harrison. Gotta think the Cougar offense gonna come alive for a few runs, as they've shown a couple of times already today. That one over for a strike. Fuentes works a 5-pitch walk, leadoff runner aboard, or one out walk, excuse me. Third walk issued by Harrison. And now Allie Melgar is 0 for 1. Had a sacrifice fly ball in the 1st to get the Cougars a run, then grounded to short to end the 2nd inning. She swings and hits this ball in the air towards right center field. That one's going to get off the glove of Boschers. Fuentes going to head towards third. She'll be held up there. And it'll put runners on the corners for COC. I know it was a pretty tough play from Boschers trying to move out to her right. And it'll bring us Valerie Ramirez to go back to work at the plate. Waiting to see what it's scored here as the runners are on the corners for COC. And that's going to get Casey Goodman to pop her head out of the dugout and go have a talk with Riley Harrison. So they're going to score a single. So Melgar has her first hit of the ball game. And now Valerie Ramirez goes back to work. Val walked and flew out to right. Chance to try and get at least one across here for COC with one away and runners on the corners. Melgar gonna move, throw down to second base, gonna have Melgar in a rundown. They're gonna get her at first. The throw to the plate not gonna be in time. And the Cougars are gonna get a run, trading it out for a run. So Fuentes steals the plate. Melgar caught stealing for the second out. And Ramirez hits with two away. And the base is empty for the Cougars, trailing now by 3. That one a called strike on the inside. Ramirez wasn't happy with it. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count here. That one misses just away, so it'll make it a 3-2 count. Three-two count here to Ramirez, 2 away. Cougars get 1 here in the inning so far. Ramirez fights another one off and will battle again. Both these teams should be playing in a week's time in the playoffs. Both right now in the top 20 in the state, top 10 in the South. Ramirez hits this one to deep center field, going back. Chavez can't get to it. Ramirez into second base. She's in with a stand-up 2-out double. Briantal, who's 0 for 2, struck out and grounded out. Chance to try and drive one in and get the Cougars back within a couple. Big swing from Tall, and she misses away. Harrison's 1-2 misses away. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second. Cougars with 1 across. Big spot here for Brianne Tall. He's 0 for 2 so far against Harrison today. Takes that one inside. Now the count is full. Is Tall able to work a 2-out walk. Fourth walk of the day issued by Harrison. Now Sabrina Engelbrecht, who's 0 for 2. Popped out, grounded out. Both on the infield. But a big spot with 2 away. Takes the first pitch under the hands for a strike. Engelbrecht lines this one. The Cougars with the runners on the corners. Back within 2 on a line drive from Engelbrecht that maybe wasn't more than 10 feet off the ground. And likely will be scored a hit as it was a tough play. She drives in a run. And it'll bring us Gigi Garcia, who flew out to center field in her only at-bat. Ramirez scores. Runners on the corners here for the Cougars. Garcia takes it up. Garcia lines it to center field. That'll bring a run home. Engelbrecht will stay at second. And a 2-out rally once again for COC, this time here in the 5th. Garcia has a hit. And now Ariana Soto will hit for Memory Munoz. Three across for COC here in the 5th. Trailing by a run, 9-8.
11 for 17. 11 for 17.
So we see Soto for the first time. Soto, 213 hitter. So that one gets down. Called for a strike, evens the count at 1-1. Cougars getting to Harrison here in the 5th. Chasing a run or tying run at second base. Gigi Garcia the go-ahead run at first. That one misses inside. Kay trying to get the call, framed it up. Again misses up. That time Soto running ahead. So a 3-1 count here, and you've got Ashlyn Heck waiting in the on-deck circle. As Soto swings, lifts this one in the air towards the second baseman, and Ruiz able to make the play. But the Cougars do get 3, and they're back in the ballgame at 9-8 as we head to the 6th here from Whitten Field. Lots of changes here for COC coming into the sixth inning, as pretty much the only ones that stay on the field are down the middle. Heck, Silva, Gigi Garcia all stay out there. It'll be Lily Baggett at third, Shaylin Rambo in left, Michaela Paragas in right, Sophia Trujillo over at first. And Alyssa Silva stays in there after hitting for Memory Munoz in the bottom half of the fifth. She'll stay in at shortstop. That'll be the top of the order for Bakersfield. Valencia Chavez Smith facing Melgar. Valencia, 1 for 2, scored 3 times, has been on base all 3 times. She's walked, tripled, and grounded into a fielder's choice. This one lifted in the air. Back of second base. Going to be a tough play. Coming in is Paragas to make a diving catch underneath Alyssa Silva for the first out here of the 6th inning. So Paragas fresh into the game, makes a diving play on a dangerous triangle ball with Heck, Silva, and Paragas all coming after it. Silva reached up, looked like she was going to have it. But Paragas jetting in at the last second, comes in underneath her and makes the catch. So here's Chavez. Had the 3-run home run in the 4th that right now is the difference in the ball game. Has 4 RBIs as she hits this one down the line and right. That's going to get down, a fair ball into the corner. Chavez heading for third. She will get there easily. A stand-up 1-out triple for Chavez. And Bakersfield in business here in the 6th with 1 away. So the Cougars going to bring everybody in. Caden Smith, who singled, hit by a pitch, and grounded to third, comes up. Canyons needs to cut down the run at the plate here in the 6th. Smith softly pops this one up. Trujillo able to make the catch on the infield. That's a tough play for the first baseman, Sophia Trujillo, fresh into the ball game. Two down for Riley Price, who's 0 for 2. It's a really tough play for Sophia Trujillo. So now the Cougars can go back to a natural depth on the infield with 2 away. And Melgar trying to work around the 1-out triple from Chavez. This one up the middle, that's going to get through for a base hit, so Chavez comes in to score. Riley Price has an RBI single. Bakersfield gets a run back and gives themselves a touch of a cushion at 10-8. RBI single for Riley Price, her first hit of the ball game. Chavez comes in to score. And Annika Romo, who had a 2 RBI double back in the first, comes up. Good pitch from Melgar on the outside. And it's not as though Melgar's not prone to giving up runs. Maybe the long inning has a little bit to do with it, because she was 1-2-3 last inning, looked excessively solid against the bottom of the order. She's way ahead now here against Romo. Struck out 2 of the 3 she faced, retired the first 4 she faced before the Chavez triple. On a ball that was hit well, not extremely hard, but placed very nicely. Landed nearly on the chalk line out and right, and skipped out into one of the 2 corners out there in right field and foul territory. There's a deep corner and a shallow corner. This one chopped towards short. Silva gathers, fires in time. That'll end the inning. But a triple and a single and a run across for Bakersfield. We head to the home half of the 6th inning in a 10-8 ball game. So we got to work in the 6th. The Cougars will send the top of the order. Heck Silva and Fuentes' spot. As Heck, first pitch swinging, lifts it to deep right field. Going back is Boschers. That ball is gone. A solo leadoff home run for Heck here in the 8th inning. And her first home run of the year for Ashlyn Heck, as the Cougars out of the dugout excited and back within 1 at 10-9. So a solo home run to right field. Cougars back within a run, and here's Alyssa Silva. Nike 1 for 3. Fouls it away. Silva way ahead here. She lines this one towards center field. That's going to get down in front of Chavez. Back-to-back hits to open the inning for COC. A home run and a sharp single. And now Michaela Paragas staying into Whitten Fuentes' spot. Paragas, a 143 hitter on the year, 3 hits and 21 at bats. Would not be surprised to see the Cougars just try and move Silva down to second base. As Paragas does slap, Silva running, throw down to second, in time. Third time today the Cougars have been caught stealing. And that's the first down here of the inning. So now you ask Paragas to try and get back on base. She tries to push button, can't pull the bag back, or bat back, it's a strike, and it's 0-2. Harrison just 3 strikeouts on the day. Clinging to a 1-run lead once again. So this one chopped in front of the mound, and that's going to be a base hit for Paragas. As Harrison trying to charge, couldn't scoop it. Price was in the area as well, couldn't come up. And actually Paragas is out, they say, as it was illegal contact with the ball, and that's going to bring John Wismath down. So what it looked like it was a single, it's not. Paragas out on an illegal contact, strike 3. So it marks down as a strike. 2 away, and Allie Melgar comes to the plate. It'll be the 4th strikeout of the day for Harrison. So now you face Melgar with 2 away. So it looked like a promising start to the inning after the solo home run and the single. Now you hit with 2 away. Still chasing a run. Melgar chops it foul. Melgar 1 for 2. Singled, was caught stealing, but in an effort to steal a run at the plate, with which the Cougars did. Had a sacrifice fly ball in the first. Gets this one on the ground up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. So Melgar has her 2nd hit of the ball game. And now it'll bring us Lily Bagot getting hit for the first time today as she took over for Valerie Ramirez last inning. Bagot, a 329 hitter this season. 25 for 76 with 16 RBIs. She takes a called strike. Just 4 extra base hits this year. 3 doubles and a triple. This one hit on the ground. That's going to get through for a base hit. So Bagot, a 2-out single, and the Cougars trying to rally with 2 away once again. They rallied with 2 away in the 2nd. They rallied with 2 away in the 5th. And now Shaylin Rambo hitting for Brienne Tall. Trying to go to work, takes a called strike. Rambo, 326 hitter. 9 doubles, a triple, 13 runs batted in. Tying run out at 2nd. This one chopped to 3rd. It's a foul ball. As Price had a foot in foul territory when she fielded it. So Rambo gets new life. 0-2 here to Rambo.
Level swing, you good.
Takes it away.
No respect, let's go.
That one misses down. It's a really good pitch from Harrison to change the level after the pitch up in the zone. Sets it up a 2-2 here to Rambo with 2 away and 2 on. 10-9 in favor of Bakersfield in the 6th. That one misses inside. And so the count is full.
We want to hit, let's go. We want to hit.
3-2 fouled away.
Relax.
Outfield really shallow for Bakersfield here. It's the 3-2 to Rambo, driven on the ground, stabbed by Price, tags Melgar at third, and that'll end the inning. That's a huge play from Price. There's not much that Melgar can do. She's got to run to third on the play. Outside of a slide around Price, that'll end the inning. So we'll go to the 7th. It's a 1-run ball game. 10-9 in favor of Bakersfield. Kay Boschers and Ruins to face Melgar here in the top half of the 7th inning. Just misses. It's a 4-pitch walk to open the inning for Bakersfield here as Kay very patient against Melgar. First walk issued by Melgar.
5 for 12.
And they're going to run for K here.
Here we go. Time, my time.
Roxanne Garza going to run.
Hey, nobody lock.
Fastball over for Melgar for a strike. Bosher's showing bunt, drags it back. Pitch misses up. It's 1-1.
Time, go.
So John Wismath pops his head out. He wants to go talk to the infield here. This time bunted foul. Two balls, two strikes. This one on the ground towards third. Bang it to second for one. On to first. Not in time for the double play. Cougars get the lead runner, though, as Garza nabbed at second base. One down, and here's Lena Ruiz. Singled, walked, and struck out. Looking ahead for COC would be Sabrina Trujillo, Gigi Garcia, and then Alyssa Silva, the scheduled hitters. The Cougars have emptied the bench today. One over for a strike, makes it 1-1. So this one chopped towards short. Silva charging. Didn't have a play at second base. Might have had Ruiz at first, but instead opted to hold on to it. So now Bakersfield with runners on first and second here and one away. Second hit of the ball game for Ruiz. It brings us Marquez. And they're going to run for Boschers out at second base. Is Michaela Burton going to come in and run? So Bakersfield has emptied the bench as well. This one nubbed back in front of the mound. Melgar's only play is at first base. She'll get the out, so it's 2 away. Marquez, though, moves the runners around, so now 2 runs out there for Shelby Valencia. Valencia with a triple a walk, a fielder's choice. Does lead the team in RBIs. It's a big spot facing Melgar. Flew out to right field in the 6th on what was a great play from Michaela Paragas out right. So for Melgar, got to focus on getting in Valencia here. Two balls and no strikes, 2 away. 1-run ball game here in the top half of the 7th. Good pitch, gets herself back into the count, makes it 2-1. Really with the bottom of the order coming up. Got to keep it right here if you're Allie Melgar. This one grounded foul up the third base line. Evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two fouled away once again. Two floats out of the zone, so a full count here. Runners will not get a head start, but plenty of speed out there for Bakersfield and Ruiz. And now Burton over at third. A base hit would score them both. So it looks like Valencia's swinging. You start taking off. As she does, hits this one on the ground. Silva scoops it up, fires to first in time. And so Melgar able to hold it at a 10-9 game, and the Cougars will come up last licks in the 7th, trailing by a run.
12, reader 14. Re-enter 21. 21 re-enter.
So the Cougars going to re-enter Sabrina Engelbrecht here to hit in the 7th. So it'll be Engelbrecht, Garcia, and then Silva. As Engelbrecht first pitch swinging, hits it in the air. Chavez initially going way back will come in and make the catch. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Harrison trying to go the full way. So 1 down, and here's Gigi Garcia. Garcia hit 2 at bats. Got to have at least 1 base runner here for COC. Trailing by a run in the 7th. Harrison delivers. Garcia takes it in. Silva waits on deck. Garcia bunting and takes the pitch for a strike. Not sure you like that from Garcia. She's swung the bat so well at times this year. She's come up with big hits when you need them time and time again. You'd like to see her use that and go to work. She'll have to now with a 1-1 count. Takes it down. Takabar Garcia with 3 triples, 6 doubles, 12 runs batted in. A couple of those triples came in a come from behind win against LA Mission College earlier in the year. She takes a pitch for a strike on the outer half, so it's a 2-2 count here with 1 away. Cougars have lost their last 3, trying to snap that. Bakersfield has won their last 3. Garcia lifts it in the air, shallow center field. Coming in is Chavez to make the catch, and 2 down. So pair of flyouts to center field. And now Alyssa Silva, who comes up to the Frozen soundtrack this time. That's going to get Casey Goodman to actually pop her head out of the dugout for some reason. Just wants to talk to Riley Harrison, I think. Cougar dugout having a good time, at least, in what is sophomore day. John Wismath just shakes his head. So the Cougars down to their final out. Can't say much, just having a good time still. Remember, again, this one just kind of academic at this point as the conference wrapped up, at least in terms of the way COC looks at it. You'd just like to snap a 4-game winning or losing or 3-game losing streak before heading into the playoffs. Soto trying to get on. Soto, who usually hits from the left side, hitting from the right side here in the 7th. This one on the ground towards third. Price scoops, fires in plenty of time, and that'll end the ball game. So Bakersfield going to take a 10-9 game, and when it ended up being a back and forward battle, and they close out the season on a 4-game winning streak. Harrison is the winning pitcher, Angulo goes down as the losing pitcher. Bakersfield gets their 26th win of the year. The Cougars fall to 23-14 and 12-6 on the season. that will finish it out for us here on the Cougar Sports Network. One more game this season, in the regular season anyway. Tomorrow, baseball in action at home against Citrus, their season finale for the regular season. We hope to see you for that one. Have a good rest of your Thursday, everybody.